Alrighty, what's going on, everybody? How we doing? How we doing? Welcome on in. Oh no, I didn't switch the heckin' playback. I forgot we ended the stream last week on Cloud Gardens, not Planet Zoo. There we go. That's what we're looking for, isn't it? Planet Z. Planet Z. There we go. Let me get the comments up there. Hello, Arbase. Are we flying today? No, we are not flying today. I will be honest, I don't know the next time that we'll fly on a stream. Microsoft Flight Sim is pretty fun. Don't get me wrong. But I can't tell you the next time that we'll do that on stream. I can't. So, yep, sorry. Kind of a sorry, not sorry kind of thing, to be honest with you. It's fun, it's just when you're going places and you don't know where anything is, you're kind of like, yeah, this is cool. Look at the ground, we're flying, and there it is. I mean, it's fun to play it kind of solo, I think. Oh shit, I right-clicked. But as far as like a just hanging out on stream kind of thing, it gets kind of, for streaming, it gets kind of, to say the least. You like the flying on stream? Well, I mean, that's good. For me, it just kind of I felt like I had a lot of pressure to talk about stuff, and especially like one of the streams where I had no idea where we were at, and I was just like, so, milk is cool. Like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know what to talk about. We have an hour until we get to the place we're going to. I don't know anything about the place that we're going to, so, yep. Planes are cool. What is up there, the Domezes? Of the Mr. and the Missuses and the Misters. How are we doing? Is this? So yeah, we are actually going to build the reptile house today. No ifs, ands, or buts or anything, because last time I tried to do that, it just didn't work out so hot, did it? Kind of didn't do it. Can't hang out today, unfortunately. Well, that is unfortunate, but I understand, buddy. Sports balls and age 2 tourney getting in the way. Sports balls? What sports balls are? Oh, is baseball today? Oh no, what is today? Saturday. Sports balls. Yeah, it's kind of still gonna have to get used to the whole sports ball being back kind of thing. Hockey just ended. The Tampa Bay Lightning, your 2020 Stanley Cup champions, because of course they would be the Stanley Cup champions in this year. Is the cool part. It is cool when you get there eventually, but the in-between time can be a little So, alright, I have a general like placement. I have a general idea of what I want the interior to be. Basically, I'm gonna have it like lined just with like. All right, Mr. Domus, have a good one, buddy. Enjoy sports ball day. Enjoy sports ball day. It is nice when you can just relax and watch sports all day. But I think I'm gonna like line all of the walls basically with just little habitats, and then maybe have like the middle have like, I don't think I left myself enough room, to be honest, to have like just a, well, maybe I did. Yeah, I think I have like a little terrarium kind of thing. This cruising isn't too much fun. Right, and I'm kind of in like this weird middle place with Microsoft Flight Sim where I don't want to just spawn in on like, you know, the location that we're going to. I do like to fly, but then also I don't like the in-between time on stream of flying. Because a lot of times when I play Microsoft Flight Sim, I will just, I'll have like a, it's over here for staff. I'll just, I'll put it up and I'll have like an hour to go, and then I'll like kind of walk away and like have dinner in the meantime and stuff like that. Which I guess takes away from like, why don't I just cruise into the, whatever. It's fun. All right. So maybe we can have like a little walkway back here for staff, and then the actual, yeah, so let's start that. So we'll do plaster. Oh, and I know people are probably gonna wonder or ask, I don't know how long I'm gonna stream today. It might be a shorter stream, Just only reason being is I'm not able to ouch. I'm not able to sit down currently on my chair. I think I sat too much I work from home a lot and sit in my computer chair too much, and it makes my back hurt. And I think I did that too this week. I didn't get up and do my morning walk in the morning or stuff, and I worked a lot of overtime kind of in the evening, so I was sitting in my chair a lot more. So currently I am like kneeling on the ground because I still want to like stream and play and everything, but I don't want to sit in my computer chair, so I'm kneeling on the ground on like a pillow, like just kind of playing that way. It's working out pretty okay right now though, but I don't know how long until my knees or whatever are gonna want to give up. So yeah, we'll have this go to the C ring. I don't know about colors yet, so we'll probably have to come back to that. Oh heck, of course they do that. Yeah, I need to get like a new computer chair that, I don't know, like this one is nice. I just sit in it too much is the thing. It's like at my work and my leisure, my play and all that fun stuff is like on the computer basically. So I'm just always sitting down in the computer chair. I got one of those, I think they're called ergomatic or whatever ones. Or no, I don't think it's that. It just breathes better. I don't know. I got a new computer chair and it didn't work that well for my back still. It helped with me, like, I get kind of hot when I'm sitting in the computer chair for a while. Oh, I'm going to have to change all this. I just realized. Because I need to make windows. So let's do that real quick. Do I have last saved yet? No. Let the PC play the game on its own. Yeah, basically at that point, right. Yeah. I thought you worked in a restaurant that stopped, but what are you doing now? Yeah, no, the restaurant was like last year, and then I moved to working for the YMCA, and like I was teaching, I was like a teacher basically for younger kids. And then yeah, that job got basically eliminated, like straight up it doesn't exist anymore because the YMCA consolidated down a lot of stuff when COVID happened, which is understandable. It kind of sucks, but it's understandable. I'm not going to fault them for it. So now I run a few online stores, to be honest. Just like my wife and I run an Etsy store, and we have like a few other like online apparel and like kind of boutique kind of stores that we run, just to try and make a few extra bucks. It's not like a full-time gig at all, but just in the meantime while she just got a job, which is awesome. And I'm still kind of looking, but this is a nice substitutive money. The YMCA is in the song. Yeah, it's actually an actual place. I think it's international, not too international, but it's mainly in the United States. But it's a young, it used to be a young boys club, where yeah, young men, like it was actually like a place where yeah, at first young men and stuff like that could go and hang out and play basketball and just stuff like that. And now it's kind of it's inclusive for everybody. But yeah, it's just like a gym. It's a gym, and it has like childcare and different classes. So yeah, worked there for a few months. At the end of last year, I started into the beginning of this year, right around Marches. Yeah, right when everything hit the fan is when we had to stop. We were one of the first places to shut down too, because we were like childcare and a gym, and there's basketball tournaments and just a whole bunch of stuff. So they had to shut us down, like woo. So you never heard of that sound school? Yeah. Again, I think it's in international. I think it's like in the UK, perhaps. I could be way off on that, but yeah, it's just like a really nice gymnasium and like a community center. There's the word I was looking for. A nice community center. Really old too. Like it's been around for a hot second there. I'm trying to think, is this what I want over here? Actually, that's probably what. Hey, what's up, Primal Gamer? How are we doing? Toves! Oh, Toves! I gotta watch your videos on my watch list for this weekend of your new vineyard build. Oh, excuse me. Because that looks super good. If y'all don't know Toves plays, his whole name there. Definitely go check out his channel there. If you like Planet Zoo content, definitely go check out his builds. Again, he just made this brand new zoo where it's built around a vineyard. Like, what was it, like people bought a vineyard, but then they like ran out of money, or running out of money, and then they so they could turn it into a vineyard. Really cool idea, and the build is really, really good. Tired but okay. I feel you on the tired bit. We got up really early, like we always do, because dog. And we went on an early morning walk, but it was really cold this morning. It's starting to kind of get crispy, like bitter cold a little bit. It's kind of nice though, because I love fall weather. But yeah, our walk kind of took it out of me because it was kind of really cold. I'm not built yet. My skin's not built up yet for the cold. It'll happen eventually there. Oh, is that a collab? Okay, cool. I didn't see that was a collab. That's cool. There's even one in your hometown. There you go, dude. Yeah, no, it's a good organization, our base. If you don't have, like, I don't know if you have a gym or a community center or whatever, if you're interested in that kind of stuff. But if you are, it's honestly, I'm not even shilling for it because I don't work for it there anymore. It's just, it really is. It's a really great place for a community center. I met a lot of really cool people doing that. A lot of cool people. Speaking of, we're gonna be doing for this build, we're doing like half implied exhibits. Actually, they might all be implied exhibits, to be honest with you, because I've kind of found that the small exhibit boxes that we have to work with, like, while it's cool to, like, you know, actually have, well, I guess it's not too big. Oh, actually, wow, I eyeballed that. That's actually pretty damn close. So we might be able to do it. I just need to, like, scoot the whole thing forward a little bit. We might do a few of them, but okay, that's what I was saying, is these just aren't that important to me, because, like, once you put that in there, you might see the animal, but they're just so static and, like, bleh, that I just kind of like to make my own now, just to make my own implied exhibits and stuff, to be honest. So if we have room, cool. If not, I'm, like, not gonna be that worried about it. Is Haribo's work? Oh, is it? Okay, good. Yeah, they enjoyed their own wine too much. That's the concept. Oh, they drank their profits. Your post on Reddit for Spooky Thornton looks very... Oh, thank you, dude. I'm having so much fun doing that. I usually do that with... in, like, Planet Coaster, I did that a lot with spoopy builds and stuff like that. So I figured Planet Zoo, we have to do the same thing. I love doing seasonal builds, but autumn and, like, Halloween is my favorite holiday. Bar none. Not even close. Like, I guess Christmas is like, or the holidays like that are a close second, but no, not. I love the holidays so much. All right, I need to bring up my reference photo real quick. So, actually, I have like 10 reference photos, and I just need to pick one to go off of. I don't know what style I want to do. I can kind of make this look like I'm doing so far. We can kind of have some of it be more modern, like it was renovated. Again, the structure of this building is old, because I wanted this building and another building across the zoo. There it is, actually, right there. It looked like they were built around the same time, but the interior of it definitely would have been updated throughout the years, so I think I'll keep going with this kind of thing I'm going with. I just need to find, out of my 10 to 15 reference photos, which one fits the best. Maybe the Houston Zoo's one. The Houston Zoo has a really neat reptile house. Yeah, let me look into that one. Houston Zoo reptile house. Kind of has this, like, open concept, I'm pretty sure. Maybe it wasn't that one. Shiplap. I'm just gonna pull it out of my noggin there. We'll see what happens. A little part of me wishes there were huge snakes that could move around like giant anacondas and pythons, like habitat species. Right. I know what you're saying. That would be pretty cool. When are you expecting to have this episode out? Or that episode out? Oh, of Spoopy Thornton Hills Boo? I think it's going to be a few episodes kind of thing where I finish certain areas of the zoo and then kind of release it. So kind of sprinkle it throughout October. And a big reason for that is because I was noticing last night, Thornton Hills is so, like, it has this big swaths of emptiness through it that it's kind of hard to put into, like, a cohesive tour through the whole zoo kind of thing. So I think I'm going to break it up into, like, entrance plaza, jungles of Africa, forests of Africa, maybe these two things together. You know, the North American section, just kind of break it up throughout October. And then plus, you know, free content. So, you know. The Columbus and Cincinnati Zoo reptile houses. I was looking into those as well. They're really good. Yeah, Thornton Hills Boo. You know, I was looking how clever zoos are, and they're not. Because every single zoo is like, hey, what are we going to do for Halloween? I don't know. What rhymes with the zoo? Oh, boo! So they're just like, that's how clever zoos are. So I thought I'd do the same thing. So we're Thornton Hills Boo. I don't think I found like one zoo that was more clever enough than doing Thornton Hill or Cincinnati Boo. I know Brookfield Zoo is like that. It's the, yep. Bringing the boo to you or something like that. I don't know. It's always boo. Like, that's as clever as zoos have gotten. They're just like, yep, zoo rhymes with boo, and that's spooky, so boom. Alright, now before I keep going further, let me see if this lighting is atrocious in here. Because I need to have enough room where there can be like a little walkway back here for the staff. And they don't need a lot of room, just enough room to like open up. I'm trying to remember from this Animal Planet show, like behind the scenes of a zoo or something like that for the Bronx Zoo. They normally don't need a lot of room at all to like, just to open it up, get the things in there and out of there. Man, but I might expand this out by, do I have room over here to do that? No, but I can expand the river out a little bit more, or in, I should say. All right, let me funk with this just real quick, because we also have to put a backing on. Right? Right. This is why I don't do interiors that much. I'm okay at them, but I get just cross-eyed and like blood starts coming out of my ears after I do interiors for a little while. The Bronx, yeah, isn't it? They have one for them, and they have another new one for the San Diego Zoo, I believe. Not just the San Diego Zoo, but their like wildlife refuge as well. I just saw that was on the Animal Planet whatever on demand thing. Their YouTube is really good too. If you haven't watched their or subscribed to their YouTube channel, Animal Planet's YouTube, they upload like sometimes 10 to 15 minute long increments of like episodes, which is basically half the episode usually. But yeah, there's really good inspiration from that. If y'all haven't caught that series, again, it's on Animal Planet, and it's as behind the scenes as you're gonna ever get. And I've gotten so much inspiration for that. I know that Rotterdam Zoo called Happy Village, I'm just gonna skip that word, used to do a Halloween promotion renaming their zoo to Spookthorpe Ghost Village, but they don't do that anymore. Oh, that stinks. I love when places that you don't really expect to do Halloween overlays do them, like zoos and stuff. Your girlfriend's always moaning that our skybox is all zoo stuff. Well, hey, you know, you gotta do research, right? It's super duper important. Yeah, I need to find, or I think Animal Planet itself just has a subscription thingy. It's probably not that much, but I want to get it just for that show, because I just need to like take screenshots from that show and use them as reference photos. This feels pretty good though. Like again, I'm trying to remember, there's a certain episode where they had to deal with reptiles a lot. Actually, there's one where they had to, it might not have been a reptile, but it was like a small exhibit house like this, and they were redoing it like from scratch. Like they were ripping out the entire whatever, you know, the habitat here, and they were redoing it, and yeah, like they had no room to work with, which makes sense because it's backstage. So remember the phase Animal Planet went through where there was like no, yeah, they were trying to be like the History Channel, which remember when the History Channel didn't have any history shows on it, which I think that's still going on, but they were all trying to be like Discovery Channel. They were all like, well, now we have animals that are ice road truckers. Like, wait, what? Can I see a zebra, bro? Well, these animals are Pawn Stars. What? Can we just... I think they have a little bit of that still. last time I looked, but it's not like as obtuse. Like it's they have like the Alaska show where they have the people who survive in Alaska, which that kind of is like, you know, man and animals living whatever in the wild and stuff. Like, so I think they like harnessed it back a little bit. But yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean when it was really off the rails there. Chester Zoo has a really good series too. Oh, does it? I wonder if we get that here in the States. I kind of imagine that's like a across the pond thing. I would love that. Or if it's online. Are doing now with just gun shows and pond? Yeah, right, R-Base, yes. And the Alaska Gold Miners and Ice Rift Trucker. I didn't even read R-Base's comment before mentioning all those, but it's kind of funny that even internationally it's known how bad those stations have gotten. That's pretty fantastic, actually. We need to back this up a little bit, and I do feel like I'm going to need to give us a little bit more room. Yeah, to cover that up, which, I mean, theoretically don't need to cover that up because it's in backstage, but my OCD will kill me if I don't. I mean, there's enough room for two people to like walk up and down. You can get a cart in here. I kind of feel... Hold on, I'm gonna look up a quick reference photo. I might be able to find something. Like, what if I were to do Reptile House backstage? I don't know if that's gonna get anything. Probably not. Because backstage is kind of a theme park term. You know what comes up is a lot of Planet Zoo stuff. All like Planet Zoo stuff. That's funny. That's kind of the funny thing too, is when I'm looking through reference photos, like I typed in Reptile House interior for my reference photos, and a lot of like builds from like Paulsley and other people that we know like come up, and it's just like, oh, that's fun. Yeah, I don't see like a behind the, or maybe behind the scenes, not backstage. Let's do like behind the scenes. Maybe that's more of a term that would be used. A little bit. A little bit. Oh, that is something I need to add. I noticed that a lot of zoos, for whatever reason, probably to keep people away in a bit of a not so pushy, get out of the way thing, they do like, they angle out, right? So it blends in nicely, but it's also a way to be like, hey, don't touch the fucking glass, you little twerp. So yeah, we'll do that real quick so I remember to do that. Yeah, that looks a lot better. I like that. Little itty bitty changes. All right, I will scroll through a few more of the. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, that's backstage as fuck. Oh, and it just all the related images are backstages as well of Reptile. Oh, motherload. Just motherload. Love it. Okay. Don't forget Finding Bigfoot, the show where they did the same thing for like 5 seasons. Wasn't I do remember that show. Wasn't Survivor Man doing that? Remember Survivor Man? Like, that was my favorite one. There was like Bear Grylls, and then there was Survivor Man, Les Stroud. He has a YouTube channel, by the way. Just found him. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that like Les Stroud was doing the Bigfoot stuff. Lovro! I hope I pronounced that right. Hello, how are you? Welcome on in. Good to see ya. Hope you're having a fantastic Saturday there. Chester's series is called Secret Life of the Zoo. Not sure if you'd be able to get it, but Channel 4 has it online. Is Channel 4... I'm assuming Channel 4 is like a UK thing. I'm gonna look it up real quick, because what'd you say it was? Because if they have like YouTube, I'd even be down to watch that. I love Chester Zoo. I would love to visit that one day, and the UK in general, but Secret Life of the Zoo. Secret Life of the Zoo. Full episodes Chester Zoo. That's the top search thing. It's full episodes free! Real Wild Life episode.
I don't think the orangs necessarily believe in sharing. I think it depends on what you're giving them.
I mean, yeah, she sounds British, so this must be the right stuff. Channel 4, there you go. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm gonna put this in my save later. I have a whole playlist. Some of them are full episodes, it looks like. Other ones are little snippets. But cool, I'm always down to watch more zoo shows like that. There's a reason people don't really watch TV anymore. Fuck, no, I'm not gonna watch TV. What do you think I'm gonna waste $100 and whatever dollar? Oh, God, my mom told me how much she pays for cable the other day, and I was just like, why? Why did that happen too? Okay, there we go. It's like, why do you pay over $100 for cable? There's no reason to anymore. I mean, I shouldn't say that. Like, if you have like a show that you like have to watch live or whatever, I'm not like that. Like, I don't need to watch like the newest Bachelor live on TV or whatever, you know. And even then, I'm pretty sure you can watch most of that stuff on like demand or like on streaming. But yeah, like Hulu, Netflix, YouTube, we spend like $15 a month on streaming things. Those original Bear Grylls, I always preferred Ray Mayer. I never heard of them. I like that. Well, Bear Grylls, like, he's kind of like been exposed to be a ginormous boob, basically. Like, that was the thing with Les Stroud, who did Survivor Man. He was supposed to do Bear Grylls' show, but they wanted him to like fake it and all this stuff, and then he was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. That sounds stupid. It's like, it's already entertaining enough like that I'm surviving in the wild. So he kind of just told him to stuff it. And excuse me. And yeah. Wait, Disney lied to you about what? I mean, what do you want to... I'm sure Disney's lied to you. I think maybe real, but Bigfoot and Yeti's definitely not. You'd think that, like, at this point, right? You'd think that we would have seen them. That's just kind of my thing with a lot of that stuff. Is like, with all the modern technology and all these shows, quote unquote, that actually we don't need to do one on this side. You know, on the Discovery Channel and all this stuff. It's like, okay, where is it? All right, it's 2020. This has been a phenomenon that we've been actively like popular in pop culture since at least the like mid 60s, right? That's when the first like Bigfoot and all that stuff kind of really started to gain traction. It's like, where is it? We have heat seeking, we have satellites, we have, you know, GPS, and fuck, we can just, where is it? All right. If you're coming up empty-handed still, you know, it might just be like a really fun story to pass down, but it might be a ruse. It might not be real. Just saying. I'm just saying that I'm saying, but I'm saying what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? It's about bushcraft more than eating animals scrotum. Yeah. Oh, I got you, Arbase, yeah. Believe Bigfoot swimming in Loch Ness together. Yeah, right, that's another one too, like Loch Ness. Like, I'm all for a good story and all, but the people who are like, no, we're gonna find it still, I gotta find Nessie. I'm like, dude, how long have you been looking for it? Okay, you think that we would have maybe had like just an ounce of anything to signal that like, yeah, there's definitely a thing here other than like a grainy photo from the 60s. I don't know, you know. Logic be damned, but but hey, maybe it is out there. And if so, it's gonna end up in a zoo. So maybe that's probably what it is. It's actually smart. It's like, no, I have to play the ultimate game of hide and go seek because I see what humans do to every other animal that they find that they don't know what it is. Giant squid. Didn't they find a giant squid? Like, isn't that no longer like a myth or a legend or whatever? But then, or did they just find like really big squid, but it's not like the giant squid? Do you mean like giant squid like from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea giant squid kind of thing? Because if so, then probably not. But I do know that there are some like dumb big squids and octopuses out there with like one eyes and all that fun stuff. Like, yeah, when you start to get really like into the deep oceans and stuff, there's just some like wonky, crazy animals. Whoops, I guess I should have measured this before I did that. Whoopsie. Oh, why don't I just make that 4 meters and save myself some pieces there? That would be a smart thing to do. The Kraken! Oh my gosh, there's a drink called the Kraken. It's, I can't remember what kind of alcohol it is, but it's, ooh. We found big dead stuff, but not alive. Which, that's always interesting, right? Because when we find it dead, it's usually like floating back up to the surface or something like that. I wonder if they're like, they just die from natural causes, or if something else bigger than them is like fucking them up. Or it's probably smaller, it's probably like a microbe. But yeah, see, those things, I that's more plausible to me than a big, like, walking around hairy human in the wild. Oh, I missed. Actually, I don't even need these now. But yeah, I'm on board with the giant squid more so than walking upright Homo sapien monkey man. Just because, like what you said, there's been evidence of that thing existing. All right, I'm gonna try standing up and playing. For those of you who joined late and didn't hear me explain earlier, I'm having to I can't sit in my computer chair because I sat way too much in it this week, so I am hurting on my back. So I'm just not sitting in it today. Is this deep in the Canadian forests of somewhere? Ow! Well, no, because we haven't found a dead Bigfoot. All we have for evidence of Bigfoot, unless there's something I don't know about, is easily manipulated footprints and grainy footage from the 60s. That's it, right? I'll be the first to admit I don't keep up on my Bigfoot evidence, so if there's something else, then that's cool, but as far as I know, that's as much as we've gotten since the mid-60s, is easily manipulated feet things and grainy footage from the 60s, but no corpses of a Bigfoot, right? In an entire movie where Bigfoot destroys the world. Oh wait, wrong. Oh yeah, no, but there is Harry and the Hendersons. So, you know, there is Harry and the Hendersons. But we have the squids because the sea brought them to shore. Yeah. What do you mean though? They're right. So we have evidence of the giant squids actually existing. We have zero evidence at all of a Bigfoot existing. Right? I might be misunderstanding what you're saying, and if so, that's my bad. The internet's good for that, isn't it? Yeah, if there was ever, like, we found a Bigfoot corpse at all, or, you know, a living thing, or we got video evidence of it that's not from the 60s, then yeah, totally. We're getting into plausible territory. But, unlike the big squid, or I guess, yeah, the Kraken. Oh my gosh, wouldn't it be awesome if it was a Kraken, though? Where we do have evidence of it a little bit. That's why I can't. Damn it! But heck yeah, if we get evidence for those things, I'm the first that's gonna be stoked on it. I like paranormal, like the idea of paranormal stuff, but I'm also a bit of a realist, so I always, like, I'm the first person to try and debunk anything that I come across that is like that kind of stuff. I think it's cool, but then I'm like, but how is it fake? I don't get the Loch Ness Monster looking like a plesiosaur, considering the last ones died with the dinosaurs, and you're trying to tell me this one has survived this long. Well, it's special. You know, it's a special one. Because Loch Ness Lake is known for its... I actually don't know. We can add UFO hunting to the list of bad programs on history. Oh my gosh, yeah. Although, what is that one? Ancient Aliens is a great time if you're just like sitting around drinking with buddies or whatever your substantive choice is. That's a great one. We only know about the squid because there is a mechanic that brought them to us. We don't have an equivalent mechanic for something dying deep in a forest. Yeah, unless we were to stumble upon it or find bones or something like that. Yep. So until that happens, all we have to go off of is the really shoddy evidence that has been presented to us. Oh, there's a gap! Yeah, UFOs are kind of another one where, I don't know, the stories are nice, but that's another one where it's like, why do we only keep getting crappy footage of them? It's fucking 2020. But I'm like that with a lot of stuff, with paranormal or whatever. I'm just like, okay, y'all, like, enough with the old grainy footage. If I can pull up my phone that has and get, okay, I think it's not gonna work, so I just, if I could pull up my phone and get clear footage of my friend jumping off of a whatever, I don't know, insert thing here. Give me clear footage of thing that is supposed to be out there. I've lost interest as I got older with Shark Week. With Discovery Channel, just make sharks look more like killing machines and not animals. I agree with that. They kind of, I haven't watched Shark Week in a long time either, probably over 10 years now. But yeah, I kind of got annoyed that they kept doing that when like sharks account for like, what is like almost none of, like something really small. Just say something about UFOs. Did they? I don't know. I honestly, I don't keep up with that kind of stuff that much. So if they did, I would be really interested in that. But it's 2020, so I mean, it seems like I think I can start theming this up a little bit. So I'm sure if they're gonna announce that there's UFOs and stuff, why not do it this year, right? Everyone's gonna be so busy, like just being preoccupied with like the pandemic and all the other stuff that stemmed from it and stuff, that sure, why not just trickle up, be like, oh, and there's UFOs. Like everyone be like, what? Anyways, I got other stuff to worry about. So what animals are we gonna put in here? I didn't even think about that, to be honest with you. I don't even know like what animals specifically would go in here. They're all gonna be implied exhibits. So we kind of just put down like random bits of foliage and yada yada. Into the wild, always bring a Nokia from the early 2000s because it is sturdy. That's a good point though, Arbase. Maybe that's what it is. I need to divide this up a little bit. Maybe that's what it is. They just know that like since they're going to be in the wild, they have to bring. Well, then okay, that's on Nokia then, isn't it? Like Nokia needs to have some more responsibility as the go-to camera for people seeking out Bigfoot and stuff, or conspiracy theories, I guess. And they need to be responsible enough to upgrade their cameras to be sturdy and have a more than 1 pixel camera attached to it. So I put the blame, all this is Nokia's fault. All right, can we all agree? Just hashtag blame Nokia. Agree. Sharks are responsible for less than 30 deaths a year. Like people die more to dog bites. Yeah, that's that. See, that's. Yeah, and Discovery, that's what we were talking about before. They really kind of ramp up the, well, yeah, it's Shark Week. It's like, yeah, how about it's pianos falling on people week? Or like you said, dogs biting people week. You know, I get it. They're sharks, you know, dinosaurs swimming around the ocean, basically. They're scary. They definitely are, but they have a whole week. And it's something like whenever Shark Week comes out, there's a spike in like shark killings and stuff like that. Like people go out and seek sharks and like try and kill them and stuff like that. I think a lot of them are on the brink of not extinction, but like they definitely are like way endangered kind of thing with from a lot of fear like that. If they ever find the real Kraken, catch me never getting into open water again. Don't blame me, Aunt Crispy. Don't blame me one bit. Wouldn't that be a way to go? Jeez, how you doing, by the way? Good. Don't give them any ideas. Yeah, exactly. All right, so there's our first little. Oh, I missed. Heck. I don't fear sharks. I respect sharks. They're just curious animals. I realized that a few years ago when I went swimming with white tips and black tip reef sharks. Oh, that's fun. I can't remember the name of the sharks that I swam with. They were really timid though, and they mainly like were like bottom feeder sharks. So they didn't really have like teeth, or if they did, they were meant to like grind up like plankton or some crap like that. But anyways, yeah, like just like what you said, they're just curious animals. They're not smart, but they're I guess they're just very primal. You know, eat, sleep, poop. Eat, sleep, poop. Like, they don't have much other thinking except for that. Okay, so let's start to fill this up here. Let's start to fill this up. Guess we're gonna go mainly jungle kind of stuff. Oh, look at this. Roy Schneider. Google! Tell me who Roy is an American actor. Oh, yeah, Jaws. Yep, got it. I mean, he tried to warn us that we're going to need a bigger boat. So, you know, can't blame the guy for trying. I have my 2-year-old niece, big into sharks and dinosaurs and space. She thinks I live in a space station. Ooh, good. It sounds like, so your niece? Good, yeah. Get more girls into that kind of stuff. STEM. More girls into STEM. Well, space is just cool, man. It's scary as all get out, but it's cool. Ooh. Sand sharks, that sounds right, Primal. Because it was in Florida where we did it. Not that I don't know if that matters too much, but yeah, I think they were sand sharks. Some with a whale are basking sharks. Ooh, did you hear about Bob Gibson's death? Google. Bob Gibson. Baseball pitcher. Cardinals Hall of Famer Bob Gibson dies at 84 with bout from cancer. No, I didn't. I don't even know who he was, to be honest with you. Well, he's on the Cardinals, that's probably why. But what did he do? Rob was an American professional baseball pitcher who played 17 seasons in the MLB for the St. Louis Cardinals. Nicknamed Gibby and Hoot. Tallied 251 wins, over 3,000 strikeouts, and 2.91 earned run average during his career. Sounds like a really good pitcher. He was on the Cardinals, though, and I'm a Cubs fan, so that's probably why I didn't hear about it. I don't care about the Cardinals! What do you think this is? Huh? I ain't no nerd. And also, baseball is probably not least favorite sport, but I definitely don't follow baseball until like the playoffs and if the Cubs are in it kind of thing. But other than that, I'll be the first to admit I definitely don't follow it that way. I don't like that one. That more looks like an underwater. Speaking of, are we gonna get underwater? Get fish this game anytime soon? Fish. Alright, try and kneel down again. I don't know how much more I can stream like this. For a while. I'm alright. You swim with massive mantas in Fiji. Wow! Both Fiji and massive mantas sound like a freaking amazing time. What's up? Okay. When pizza's on a bagel, you can have pizza in it. Actually, there'd probably be like rock kind of things up on here a little bit. Like they try and plaster it up a little bit. Very, very tiny rocks. Very small rocks. Maybe even, oh god, might need to use the temple pieces. Let me get you here. You didn't know who Bob Gibson was? No. I thought that was a basic US culture. No. I know lots of people from sports I follow because of the news. The news? Ugh. No, I'm just kidding. No, I honestly did not know who Bob Gibson was, but he sounds like a star-studded Pitcher. Honestly, no, that's a great career. I mean, what year was he? Because he was African American as well, so he might have been like one of the first or one of the pioneers for African Americans into the league, kind of thing. I didn't catch the year that he went in though. Because Robinson was, oh man, now I want to, because that stuff really intrigues me. Jackie Robinson, when did he come into the league? I know he's number 42, but he did come 47, so 1947. And then Gibson, or Bob Gibson, he came into the league. I thought he was like, let's say, huh? But yeah, he definitely looks like he was in the 50s or something like that. Hey Crocs, what's up, buddy? How are you doing? Have you heard of the Greenland sharks? They literally found one older than the United States and it's still kicking. No, I haven't heard of that, but I believe it. That's pretty in there. So what's going on in these sweet exhibits? As far as animals go, I have no idea, but they are all implied exhibits for this giant reptile house that we are building for Thornton Hills Zoo. Yeah, we might use some actual small exhibits in this, but if I don't have to mess with them, I'm not going to. Because they kind of are a big square box of wasted space, and most of the time they end up looking like this anyways. Not so sweet animals. Yeah, no animals are actually going in this. We might try and find some on the workshop or something. But this building looks cool. Oh, thanks so much, Emily. I appreciate that. Yeah, I definitely have fun doing implied exhibits. This is kind of how I wish it was for the small exhibit animals overall, where they would have just let us like build the thing and then like barrier it off and then put them in there. You know what I mean? I thought that would have been a really cool thing instead of giving us the giant square boxes, but that's kind of a frontier thing. Giant square boxes are kind of a frontier thing. With you. They've been doing it since Planet Coaster. Want a hotel? Here's a box. Now let's move these rocks over to the other side. He was early, but not one of the first. He was put down by a racist manager, though. His story, even non-baseball related, is pretty amazing. For example, he was a Globetrotter for a while. He was an MLB player, and he was a Globetrotter. Dude was talented as fuck. That's awesome. Turkey, chicken, spam, roast beef, meats. Maybe some mist machines to look like. Oh, that's a good idea, Primal. That's a really good idea. Let's do that. They say roast beef. Roast beef! Add some mist and yeah, there we go. See? Emily and Primal. Right on it. I love that. So we have mist, right? Oh, ambience. I was on the wrong one. Smoke burst. Special. Next, there it is. We probably want the small because it's going to really do it. Bacon! Yes, let's just all scream out our favorite meats. They like turkey, you like bacon. Where's the mist at? Oh, looks like the building's on fire a little bit. Let's put it below then. Chicken! Yeah, see, there you go. Oh man, speaking of bacon and chicken, we had bacon wrapped chicken the other night for dinner, and so good. Just take little chicken tenderloins, wrap them in bacon, stick a toothpick through it, bake it for a little bit. Well, we put ours on the grill. You know. Is there a different one? Because the mist is okay, but it's not working how I thought it would. Maybe the smoke would be better. Kinda. Especially for like the way it's behind, but it's kind of a lot. Whoa. It just needs like a little bit snow blowing. I kind of like the snow behind the glass. Snow falling. Turn it upside down. I did that before, and it was kind of... It was like coming out of the top there. Let's try it again. Oh, that actually looks pretty good right there. That works pretty good. I think it's that the glass is going to make it a little bit hard to see through it naturally. But yeah, trying to find an even balance here. Is this small? That is the smallest one. That looks okay. I mean, I kind of like that it leaks out a little bit, but you know, it's kind of, we're gonna have to, beggars can't be choosers, okay? So now that science is advancing more and more, do you think it's smart to bring back some prehistoric animals like mammoths and Tasmanian tigers? Right, that went extinct due to man. Gut reaction is no. However, because of Jurassic Park. However, the primal thinking of me says, yeah, let's do it, because I'm interested. My natural core, whatever you want to call it, of being a human, of being interested, says, yeah, let's do it. We have control. My cockiness as a human as well says, yeah, let's do it. Because we're humans, we have technology, we have this, that, and the other thing. We have the nuke. We have harnessed the power of the atom and the stars. What's a primal beast? Yeah, let's do it. Bring it back. Flip the switch. So we need to leave a door open. Right there. Little slot. Because, you know, if they bring it back, they're going to have it so, like, there's a kill switch on it immediately, right? Like, there's going to be no ifs, ands, or buts kind of thing. Let's do it. Bring it back. Get the T-Rex going. Put it in San Diego. Let it loose. I mean, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Tried that. Let's build a door. Let's build a door. This is where it gets a little bit tough. I know the camera angle's real tight, but it's kind of what we have to deal with here. And kind of we only have to do this one time because, oh god, we'll just repeat the door over and over again and stuff, right? A lot of this is going to get repeated throughout. So we kind of have to do it the one time here, and then it should be good. If they can make it so that particle effects interact with buildings like the weather effects, that could be really cool. Yeah, so like if you have a snow effect or water effect or whatever, it actually responds to touching the building. Yeah, that would be cool. Or like in here, it would like go off of the water, would mist off of the plants and stuff. Yeah. We're humans, we're smart. We found ways to eliminate all of our natural enemies, so we decided to make something bigger and more dangerous ones. Yeah, well, I mean, that's what we do, right? We've harnessed our planet. We are, bar none, the most evolved, smartest. We have thumbs, which is a big one. You know, we have the biggest... Nothing can compete with us on this planet, right? Nothing. Except for viruses. But physical, like, you know, creatures and stuff, no, we win. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that one. So, yeah, let's do it. Let's bring it back. Why not? It'll be good. We could do it. I feel a bit cruel because the world's completely different from when they were alive, and climate change would definitely affect the mammoths. Well, see, that's to say, so you're thinking that if we did ever do this, that we would, like, the populace would ever see the thing. And that would never happen. They would make it, and it would be a fun news story for, like, a month or something like that, but we would never see it except for videos of it. Like, it wouldn't be, like, on display or anything, because there's no way a commercial company would be able to, like, hold on to that. If they harness that technology, oh, fuck no. I could just foresee the government coming across real quick. Be like, okay, thank you so much. That's a nice bit of technology you have there, guy. I'm gonna go ahead and take that, and we're gonna kind of integrate ourselves into your company. Yeah, I think on a realistic kind of standpoint, like if it actually happened, like it would be in such a controlled environment that, yeah, you would never see it on the outside. Yeah, but our scientists were so yeah, with whether or not they could. They didn't stop to think that they should. Dr. Ian Malcolm. Nothing good has ever come from, okay, but just one more. Yeah, right. It'd be like Pringles, like the chips, or was there like or was that like the goat that they did or whatever? Was that one of the animals that they like cloned or something like that? I'm guessing. China already has Cyber Rex. Really, Toes like we don't have to get into it too much, but you might not be totally wrong. China's into some, yeah, yeah, China. Once you pop, the fun don't stop. Oh, there you go. Yeah, exactly, Aunt Crispy. I think this looks pretty good for the first one there, to be honest with you. I think this looks pretty good. There's our first little habitat. Next. T-Rexes as the new nuclear weapons. At least it sounds a bit cooler. So you're saying that we should strap T-Rexes to like... Gosh. What if we just attach T-Rexes to like... spaceships and then just... or catapults? That's the new form of battle. We're going to catapult T-Rexes into the enemy lines. And then just let them deal with that. It looks good. Thank you. I appreciate that. I think we can move on. So let's like make this side like kind of jungly type creatures. Like this. Ooh, you know what? This one can have it go. What's everyone's favorite dinosaur? I like the Velociraptor. See, I'm not like too informed about dinosaurs except for like Jurassic Park series. And yeah, the Velociraptors are my bar none. Not even close. Velociraptors are mi favorito. That's your favorite too, but you should know that they're the size of a turkey. I've heard that, yeah. And they all kind of have the same mannerisms and stuff like that. Which I kind of think is cool, but... And covered in feathers. Right, yeah, I've seen some, Oh, nuts, that didn't work out. I guess we'll just keep it like that. Yeah, I've seen some renderings of what they think they look like. And yeah, just giant turkeys with claws that could shred you up kind of thing. But also, like, they do think they're really smart, though, too, right? Like, they're pretty sure they were, like, pack hunters that were really intelligent. Planet Zoo. Why can I not select 2 items and then have you go on a straight line? But if I were to select one more item, you'd be fine. Like, what is going on with the selecting of 2 items then? That the x-axis is just like... Ugh! It just has like a conniption. Anyways, moving on. I've heard that, but they are most like a cat, and that's what I like about them. Wait, the Velociraptors are like a cat? Well, did you know that cats are more like their big cousins or whatever, and they're... what is it? They're only like a gene or 2 off of like big cats or something? So your house cat is actually just like a little hunter, basically, a little killer. What if we got like a little bit of a like a waterfall or a water feature in this one? Like really made this like this could be like a frog habitat. Oh, in that case, you know what else we could get is go to those African branches. Maybe get a little bit of foliage like this in there. Imagine the Allies landing a bunch of T-Rexes in France on the beaches of Normandy, yeah. Or Hannibal crossing the Alps on the back of a T-Rex. I mean, that just sounds like some amazing comic book material right there. Now, a dinosaur called a Utah Raptor, they're the size of Jurassic Park ones and definitely hunted in packs. So is the Utah Raptor, is that kind of not as common? Like, was there like a common raptor and then like the Utah Raptor was like kind of a specialized species, I guess is the way I'm trying to put that. A rarity of the species. Dinosaurs are interesting, yo. I don't know much about them, but they sound interesting. Your favorite's the Brachiosaurus, nice. Into the Prehistoric Kingdom Discord the other day. Dino knowledge in there was crazy. Yeah, when their trailer dropped on IGN, I joined their Discord as well. And yeah, I felt like I was overwhelmed. with their general discussion thing. Like, I totally plan on making videos for that game and stuff, but I'm definitely going to be out of my element whenever it comes to the actual dinosaur bit. I'm all about the builder, but like the community, I'm a little bit intimidated because I'm just like, I don't know anything about dinosaurs, guys, so just please take it easy. But the builder for the game looks amazing because you can resize objects. So... If you want a good dinosaur documentary, watch BBC's Walking with Dinosaurs or Planet I've heard of Walking with Dinosaur, and I think that's on Disney Plus, possibly. But good, no, thanks for the Team Meadows. Thanks for the heads up. Appreciate that. Just looking up the Utah Raptor. Those things look awesome. Ooh. Yeah, if they actually did look like that, that's pretty awesome. I do like how the notion or whatever has changed over the past few years, even that you know, the dinosaurs don't look like scaly beasts or whatever, but are more so like feathered. I don't know, like pretty skin and stuff like that, I guess is the way what I'm trying to say. Actually, not that one. Let's move on to some. That should be good for the frogs to hang out on. Same, Toves? Yeah, well, we'll all support each other, buddy. There's a good amount of us Planet Zoo players that I think are gonna transfer right over to Prehistoric Kingdom, so we'll all have each other's back, kind of thing. I know that if you all haven't already, don't watch it now, but if you want to catch another hour of me rambling with S. Dan Wolf, our podcast, Take Two podcast, came out this morning on his channel, so definitely go over to S. Dan's channel. And then, yeah, it's about a 52, 53-minute podcast where we ramble about Prehistoric Kingdom. We talk a little bit about Planet Zoo, of course. Actually, more like complain, but, you know, that's what we do. And, yeah, we just kind of have a good little discussion there. We used to do, if you didn't know, we used to do a podcast called Take Two Podcast. And we brought it out of retirement for Prehistoric Kingdom because we were so excited for Prehistoric Kingdom. So, yeah, if y'all are interested, definitely after this is, after I'm all wrapped up here, make your way over to SDN's channel and catch some about another hour or so of me rambling with SDN Wolf. He's fun to do a podcast with. He's very easy to talk with, and we're both big nerds in the zoo and coaster community, so Prehistoric Kingdom was just right up our alley, kind of thing. To see my favorite dinosaur is any kind of raptor. Yeah, exactly, right. They're also found in Europe. Interesting. But many were also scary. Just the ones closely related to birds tend to be way more likely to have feathers. Gotcha. Scaly. I understand. Is this still the Planet soundtrack? Yeah. Oh, I didn't put rocks back. Scary made some sense. Yeah, it did, right? The more you know. Speaking of that, kind of speaking of that, tangent. So last night, Michaela and I, my wife and I, my wife, watched Forrest Gump. For the first time in a long time for both of us. Love that movie, one of my favorite movies. But yeah, first time I've watched it in probably like 5 or 6 years as like an older adult, I guess you'd say, like an adult. And hot take, Jenny is a bitch. Yeah. Like Jenny, like don't get me wrong, I love the movie still, but like yeah, me watching it as an adult, I was like, this Jenny chick sucks. Like, what the hell? How is she gonna... I mean, we'll get talking. Let me catch up real quick. Hey, Bojang, how you doing? Bo-Young. Is it Bo-Young or Bojang? Because it's here now. Everyone, you are free to leave, or because has arrived. How's it going, buddy? came from Ark, so I'm hoping PK will improve that. I'm sure it will. Yeah, that's funny, Ark. Forrest Gump is a classic. I totally agree. I love that movie. But yeah, I just kind of came to a realization, like an adult realization. I was just like, damn, Jenny is kind of... I mean, I get that, like, her life was messed up and stuff, but, like, damn, she kind of took advantage of that dude and, like, straight up one night stood him, got pregos. Well, no, she one night stood him, left him in the morning. Then he got sad and ran for 3.5 years. And then she had a kid, didn't tell him, for 4 years. And then when he got with her, she had virus, which I'm pretty sure is AIDS, and only had like 6 months to live. And then, like, I mean, it's cool that, like, she told him he had a kid and stuff, but, like, dude, I don't know. It was just kind of a weird way to, oof. It's kind of a stringing him along for a long enough time until she's, like, getting ready to croak, and then she's like, oh, hey, you have a kid, and I'm about to die. And thanks, because I know you're rich. Like, that's kind of what I took from it. I was like, okay, so she knows that he's, like, a billionaire because he owns, like, Bubba Gump Shrimp Factory and owns Apple and stuff like that or whatever. It's like, damn, Jenny. Jenny, most overhyped girl. What a movie. Forrest Gump. I mean, trust me, it's still a great movie and I loved it. Still loved every minute of watching it last night. But I was just like, Jenny. I mean, this is just, damn, Jenny. Why you gotta leave our boy Forrest like that? But it's like also Forrest, like, while he was mentally not able to fully, like, maybe whatever because of his condition, or what, not condition, but you know, the way he was born. But on his side, she also told him how many times that she didn't want to be with him, like, since they were like kids basically. And again, it's more so on her end because he's not mentally fully there, but like, also, dude, she's saying nah, you know. I don't think she would have told him about the son, except she was sick. I think she knew. Yeah, like, that's the thing too. Like, do you think she ever would have mentioned anything to him ever if she didn't get pregnant or whatever, or just like every few years would have popped in and be like, hey, you know? Yeah, so just kind of felt like, really, I don't know, like, good that you told me you had a kid, but also, come on, you were, like NSYNC said, you're playing with my heart when I'm with you. And when we are apart, I feel it too. Because no matter what I do, I feel the pain when I'm without you. Da, 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 da. Right? So, I mean, or was that Backstreet Boys? One of them, they nailed it. Right? I think they wrote that song for Forrest Gump. Tearing up my heart when I'm with you. Hey, where we are, but I feel it too. That's Backstreet Boys, isn't it? Demonetized. Just realized, super demonetized. We're actually gonna make this one bigger because it looks kind of awkward as is. How'd D&D go? D&D last week was really fun. But this week is gonna be the first, like, actual week of D&D. Last week was like a introductory D&D week, but yeah, so it was fun though. It was super fun. That looks a bit better. I don't know. There we go. That's in sync. Okay, good. You were at the first time. Oh, see, I knew I felt it in my bones there. This is the point where you got lost. You didn't funk around with some in sync back. Oh, it's because this is not correct, is it? This is I'm turning up the boot game for tomorrow night. Oh yeah. Tomorrow, oh, it is tomorrow night. Tomorrow night's already Sunday. I said this summer, since all my boys got their hearts broken by girls, to just not date till after high school. Then school starts, and now I got girls hitting me up. Well, that's how it happens, Primal. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, when I found my wife, was the point where I wasn't looking the most for a relationship, and that's how life is. When you like, there's something that you want, and you act like you don't want it, or just like kind of like leave it to the wayside, or don't pursue it as much. the universe, in my experience, will come around and be like, oh, okay, now that you're like focusing on other aspects of your life, you can have this thing that you really, really want in your life, kind of thing. Oh, those don't fit. Those are like a desert thing. And that's just, all my life, I've always experienced that. Whenever I really want something to happen, if I keep pursuing it and I make it like the forefront of my like being and existence, the universe, because I believe in the universe. The universe is my religion. The universe will not provide. But when you start to focus in on yourself and leave that thing to the wayside and be like, you know, that thing's nice, but I got other important things to focus on, then the universe is like, yeah, buddy, that's what it's all about. Here's that awesome thing. Way to grow as a human. So, yeah. So again, for me, like, I wasn't even looking for a relationship, and then my wife came along, basically, and I was like, yo, you're fucking cool. She's like, hey, you're pretty cool too. And then we're like, let's be cool together. And then we got married, and that's it. That's how you do it. It's real easy. I'm not sure the YouTube bot would. Oh, come on, Tobes. Come on. You don't think I was sounding a bit, you know, Justin Timberlakey there? Come on, buddy. Don't leave me hanging there. Got an Oktoberfest brew, this time from Fatheads. Oh, I love Fathead. I need to go out tonight and get something. That YouTube bot does. No one knows what the YouTube bot does. That is the most factual statement that anyone has ever said. Every single week, the YouTube bot is like, how dare you? How dare you? Don't you ever speak to me or my son like that again. I don't even know who your son is, YouTube. It's too big. That's what she said. That's what he said. Oof. Oh, I was gonna do water in the last one. Let's do water in this one. I think I can build up like a little... Ugh, it's gonna get tight here. True. Yay. That's because when you go after what you're into on your own, you will find people who are also into that passion. That's a good way to put it in, Crispy. That's a very good way to put it, I think. So let's build up a little thing here. So we have like a little pond here. I don't know if I can get that. I won't be able to get like a pond. How big are our fountains? Or small, I should say. Not that small. Does that have water in it? Hey, hold on a tick there, everybody. We might be able to do a little thing here. I don't know, but we might be able to do a thing. Is there one smaller? No, I'm just kind of getting... No, it's going to be... It's huge. That's huge. So I think that's the smallest one. We can work with this. We can cover this in rocks and stuff and do something with that. Mini pizzas? Oh man, mini pizzas are great. Most American breakfast. Hey, if Americans are the only ones enjoying mini pizzas in the morning, then that's a loss for the rest of the world. Is in a relationship with craft beer. There you go. Pizzas is the breakfast of college champions. See? I'm not even in like school anymore like that. I'll still funk around with some pizza in the morning. But you see, I live near Chicago, so like I get sport. So like the area I'm in, like hands down, this is like a great area for pizza. It's not even just Chicago style pizza that we have around here either. It's just overall great pizza. You still see the water? I mean, not really, so I gotta really use that. I need, well, we might use the plaster wall set trick instead, because I don't know if, oh, these might work out actually. It's really big. There we go. Oh, God, excuse me. Pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening, pizza at supper time. When pizza's on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime. YouTube bot has learned that I like baseball, so now 50% of the time it recommends old games that MLB uploaded to YouTube. No, I don't want to watch 3 hours of Astro Rangers from... What? You don't? No, it does that kind of stuff to me all the time, dude. Especially with late shows, which I know why it does, because late night shows pay a lot of money to like be at the top of YouTube algorithm. But like the other day, oh shoot, what's his name? He used to be on comedy. Colbert. Colbert. He had... I didn't even know it was one of his videos because the thumbnail was like not him or whatever, and I clicked on it And I was like, oh, I don't want to watch a late night thing. And I clicked off of it, and now like all of my recommendations are like, oh, do you want to watch this? You want to watch Ellen? You want to watch Jimmy Kimmel? You want to watch Jimmy Fallon? I'm like, no, I don't want to. I promise you, it was a mistake. Now leave me alone. So yeah, I totally know what you mean. I feel like I do that a few times where like I'll accidentally click on a late night show one. And again, I get it because they pay the most money to like be featured, because that's how you get featured on YouTube's front page or whatever. As you pay for it now. Like it's not based on views like it used to be. Oh great, Paul's here, so I gotta approve every message he does. Just kidding, it's not a big deal. Oh, ouch. Great, gotta go, dude. Hey, Tobes. Have a good one, buddy. We'll talk to you later, alrighty? Chicago style pizza in 5th grade, and it slaps. Yeah, if you get actual like deep dish Chicago style pizza, it's usually super duper good. Hard to find bad Chicago style if you're getting it at least around the area. Can't speak for like other areas. So where's the all? You want to watch it all? I want to watch everything. Everyone send me everything, even weird stuff. You live in the south, the burbs, hey, Chicago, but I find that anytime I travel out of state for work, I find that their pizza is better. Oh, blasphemous. You can't say that. Can't do that. Fine. I'll sit here stalking you and stroking my Seth Rogen cushion. Oh, are you the one who ordered that? I thought someone ordered that finally. Wisconsin has some really good pizza, actually. Now that you mentioned out-of-state pizza, Wisconsin does have some really good pizza. Theirs is like, Wisconsin has a good like, it's almost New York style, but it's like a good thin style pizza. I like thin style pizza mainly. I don't really get Chicago style like deep dish that often. If we do, it's gonna be like an event or something, or we're ready to like die in a grease pit for the rest, like for the next 2 days kind of thing, because it's a hearty pizza. Pie. It's not even a pizza, it's a pie. Most of the time we'll get like thin crust that's really good, or something of the same. Good to see you, Bosley. Has such a mix of things, it's kind of crazy. But ours does too. Like we have from Jenna Marbles is a big one, because Michaela loves Jenna Marbles, so we'll, even though she doesn't make content anymore, we'll still just boot up a Jenna Marbles video and just like LMAO. So from that to like How Ridiculous and bunch of Planet Zoo and stuff like that. I can't even start to name a lot of that off. That's why over the weekends I mentioned it a few times. I have a Planet Zoo like catch up save for later, because during the week I just can't keep up with all the Planet Zoo stuff that I follow. That, and then I don't really do any news. There's like one news station I follow, but that's about it. And oh, and my new favorite one is the CGI guys. What are they called? The CGI people react to good and bad CGI or something like that. Anyways, that's a really great explanation of that. But yeah, I love YouTube. It's like the greatest thing in the world, while also being YouTube. Corridor Crew, yep, they're great. They're great. 5 streamers I've never watched playing Imposter, a game I've never played. Why? Maybe they have the same tags as me. Whitest thing on earth. Snow, polar bears, talk show host, fake laughs. Oh my gosh. Especially Jimmy Kimmel's. There was this person I watch on YouTube. Oh, Drew Gooden. Drew Gooden's also really good. He's one of my favorites. He did a thing about talk show hosts at the start of the pandemic when they all had to like restructure their formats and stuff like that. Oh no, it was so bad, because like basically all these talk show hosts from cable TV had to learn how to YouTube, and they were just so atrocious at it when they first started. Like it wasn't even a little bit good. Just cringy. This is kind of looking kind of neat. I think it's going to poke through the back a little bit, but we're just going to kind of have to deal with it. Oh yeah, well, that's fine. It's fine. It's not fine. It's fine. Just a little bit. LA has some amazing. LA does, really. I don't think I've ever, like, how do we word this? I didn't even know LA had a type of pizza. Like I knew that like Detroit had their style, and I think even like Toronto has a style. Or is it Cincinnati? Whatever. I didn't know LA had a style though. No, that's a lie. At the grocery store, the company, California Pizza Company, right? Or whatever. Yeah. Okay. Well, now color me interested because I am not biased with pizza. I just like pizza. Like I was saying, like we'll get thin crust or whatever, you know. Like I'll definitely, my favorite pizza definitely is a deep dish pie, but I'm definitely not one of those, because there are like some Chicago people who are just like, no, I'm not gonna have that because it's not. It's like, dude, it's a fucking pizza. Just enjoy it. Don't be weird. Want to watch them more? Yeah, Corridor Crew. They're really good. They don't just do reacting videos either. They actually make their own CGI and stuff that looks really, really. Oh, this is not. Don't demonetize me, YouTube. That's not. Now it's time for the Planet Zoo soundtrack. That's pretty cool. Where's the door gonna go? Here. Okay, is everyone getting warmed up with your vocals? Is everyone gonna go, wow, wow? Let's all sing. Ready? Oh, we're beautiful. That sounds so good. Except for you. You know who I'm talking to. You need to go work. You're out of pitch. It's bad. Did you see my latest post in the DT thread on Discord? No, I haven't. I don't have Discord up when I'm streaming. I'll definitely look at it afterwards, though. No worries. I have too many Star Wars memes on my homepage. Rhode Island Pizza chiming in. Hi! No cheese and eaten cold with pizza sauce on top. Not as bad as you think. Because it does sound very bad. So I'm glad that you did put that. Because it does not sound very appetizing, but take your word for it. By the way, when are we going back to Lunawood? I need some inspiration for Planet Coaster. Oh, Coaster Life Media. I don't think ever. I think Lunawood and Planet Coaster content is kind of done till Planet Coaster 2, if I'm being completely honest with you. I have told the boys in Lunawood that we can do a finishing up episode if we end up finishing the park out. But I really haven't heard much since then, to be honest with you, so I can talk to him one more time and see, because I do know we have the whole park planned out. Like, we really do. It's just a matter of doing it, and yeah, I don't even have Planet Coaster installed anymore. I haven't for a long time, to be blunt. Oh, I'm not in water, that's why. So, if it gets finished, we'll do one last video for it. But if not, then Lunawood will return for Planet Coaster 2. Everyone's favorite toppings on pizzas. Meat lovers. So like Canadian bacon, sausage, Italian sausage, pepperoni. Yeah. That kind of works. Do we have a smaller one? Yeah. Oh, hey, that works actually. But there should be. Where's Because? Because, yeah, check out. Yes, thank you. Because if you are into some Planet Coaster stuff, that's really, really good. Check out Penn Island for sure. Because that is a great series that actually gets done. The only way to eat it without a reaction is if I put the... Oh, the pineapple, really? Interesting. Pizza, pepperoni, sausage, and mushroom on pizza. That stuff is good. I hate mushrooms. I cannot do... Ouch! I cannot do mushrooms for the life of me. Never been able to. It's a texture thing. Most of the stuff that I don't like is a texture thing. Oh god. Oh god! Who else is really good Planet Coaster stuff? Jurr? Jurre. If you're not watching Jurr, you're doing a disservice to yourself. He also does Planet Zoo stuff though too. That works out really well. I just need to readjust it. Holy God, I didn't think that would work out that well. Like, wow, I actually, because the perspective of the guest is going to be here, right? So let's bring it up a little bit. It's going to be about here. So, I mean, that is going to work out kind of nice. Barbecue chicken pizza is really good. That is a fact. Right now, and should be out in like a week. It's pronounced Ure. Oh, is it? My bad. Speaking of, I had to catch up on his stuff this week. He released some more stuff from his cathedral build, which is just dumb good. Alright, I have to stand up real quick. Ouch, 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 ouch. Just stretch my legs real quick. All right. With the Star Wars memes, I have way too many General Grievous with lightsabers are making weird noises, and you can't stop watching. Well, hey, there you go. As long as it's entertaining. All right, what are we thinking here? Anything else, really? This should be fine. I think that looks pretty good. RCT got left off. We can get custom coasters and coaster trains and rides and stuff in the game now. Planet Coaster. That's pretty cool. And no, I did not hear about that. Last I heard, modding for Planet Coaster had kind of taken a big back seat. Yeah, custom. Yeah, right. If it was gonna pick up where Planet Coaster left off, it'd have to have like be able to do custom everything, basically. That's where we were at Planet or on Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. Has been messing around with launch B&M invert. I mean, that's cool, but are we getting like custom rides? Because that's mainly what would bring me back to the game if we could do custom rides, custom trains, custom coasters, custom track. That's what we were doing in RCT3. Yeah, that's what we're doing in RCT3. That was awesome. So let me just actually just... Oh god. A better modding community. I assume Frontier is just waiting to put out all their own DLC before anyone else makes the animals before they do. But mods would just be amazing. Now just remember, yeah, they're not going to do mods. They're going to release a Theme Maker's Toolkit, which is going to make it so that we can make scenery items. That does not mean make our own animals. I highly doubt, highly doubt they're going to make it so that we'd be able to make our own animals or skins or anything like that. They're going to make it so that we can make our own, like, wall set or, you know, or our own, hopefully our own foliage. Planet Coaster, they limited the foliage to, you couldn't make a tree more than 8 meters high, which is, like, barely bigger than some of the saplings or whatever I was trying to find. But yeah, no, Frontier's probably not going to open up modding, really. Just because, again, their engine, the Cobra engine, is tied together with every single title that they have out right now. So Jurassic World Evolution, Planet Coaster, Planet Zoo, Elite Dangerous, like all those titles are running under the same engine. So Frontier doesn't want to like open up their modding tools openly, basically. Because then you can mod potentially everything. That's all coming. The custom rides would be more of breaking the limits of TMTK, and then you could animate your custom flat rides, and it would be one piece. But guests still wouldn't be able to use them. I guess animated flat rides is still cool, though. I hardly played with guests in that game anymore. But just make T-Rexes and mammoths. Yeah, basically. TMTK is getting modded, too. Cool. That's not too bad. How long into Plan Code did the theme? It was the very last thing. It'll be the very last thing in Planet Zoo too, if I had to guess. Because yeah, they want to. I think you mentioned it earlier, but they want to release all their DLCs first. You know, get their money, and then release. It's not gonna work. We'll use cladding. But yeah, release all the DLCs that they want to release first, and then release Theme Maker's Toolkit for us to do whatever we want. But yeah, that'd be cool if they could mod the Team TK. I was kind of curious why Zoo was able to do significant mods right away, and in Planet Coaster we were working on it for like, or people were working on it for like years, and all they could make it do was like, hey, the train did a loop-de-loop. It's cool. What else? With Plan Code 2, well, if Frontier's not complete dummies, then they'll open it up. But that's all I'm gonna say about that. That's all I have to say about that. All I know is that Creativo is a great looking company. The ones who are making Prehistoric Kingdom, and if they keep doing what they're doing, then it's gonna get to a point where I don't care what Frontier makes. Because yeah, Creativo is on it. Their builder, the way that they're gonna have modding right away, the way they're listening to the community so much. They have a roadmap out. Like, oh my gosh, a game that I like, that I'm following, that has an actual roadmap to let you know what they're working on. It's like very big deal. Yeah, no, and I know a lot of other Planet Zoo people who have openly said, when Prehistoric Kingdom comes out, if it is everything that it is hyped up to be, like with the builder and all that fun stuff, then I'm dropping Planet Zoo immediately and switching over to that. That is quote for quote. It is on a Discord from a bigger creator in the Planet Zoo world. Not me, but maybe to get guests to actually look hide a conservation board. Oh yeah, I forgot about that trick. Yeah, we'll have to do that. We can hide it easily in the wall right here. Don't talk about Frontier like they're EA or Atari. They're not, but they've definitely taken some missteps in the past with like Planet Zoo and stuff like that. We're just like, there's just it's mainly the hardcore building community. We just kind of keep waiting for Frontier to listen to things that we have recommended and would really like in the game and stuff like that, but they just kind of, yeah. So we're just kind of ready to move on if a better option is there. Because like I was talking to like Tobes about, it's like I don't know anything about dinosaurs really, and whatever, but the builder in it looks amazing, and I'm a builder, so I'm all about that. This could be nice. Does this fit? No. Oh, I'm all stuffed up. I know it's not the Rona though. It just got a Rona test. Which those are easy to do now, by the way. If you haven't taken one and it's free in your area, I recommend doing it. It's like super easy to do now. They give you the thing and you just like do it yourself, and it takes 2 seconds. And then you find out in like a day. It's kind of nice to know. Here's my PSA for the day. Get your Rona test if it's free in your area. Just do it. Just have a peace of mind. Why not? We set up an appointment too, and it took us like 10 minutes. We are a bit of a niche group, but we're not wrong about things. Well, that's the fucking thing. Yes, Primal Gamer, you should get a new computer for these titles. But that's like the thing is like the things that we're not like that we're requesting aren't. I don't know. I feel like they're not obtuse or ridiculous. Like, yeah, can I have the basic items that were in Planet Coaster, please? In Planet Zoo, the game that you took the engine from? Like, is that a lot to ask? Is it really? Can you, like, release an update without making my game crash afterwards for reasons? No? It has prehistoric mammals though, so I'm hyped about that. Oh, the animals look amazing. Definitely. Definitely, don't get me wrong. They look amazing. That's gonna be awesome. I honestly was taken back by the fact of how much I love prehistoric mammals, and I thought I would especially the saber-toothed tiger. Yeah, you want dodos? I'm pretty sure there's dodos. I think we do have dodos in that game. I mean, come on, yeah. If they have the saber-toothed tiger, they gotta have some dodos. That's a fun name. Oh man. Look into donating plasma and make yourself some decent money. Wait. If you have had the Rona? Oh, because of the antibodies? That's a cool idea. Are they actually looking into... We don't have to get into a big Rona talk. I'm just more curious about this specific topic of it. Are they actually looking to do that? Because that makes sense, right? They should want to take more blood from the people to get more antibodies to get stuff figured out quicker. Because, yeah, like our situation with my wife having type 1 diabetes, like, we have to have, like... we can't do anything substantial until we do get some sort of treatment or vaccine. So yeah, quicker. Let's go. I want to live again. Like, we're doing everything we can because she has to stay as safe as possible, but at the same time, we're both itching. Like, come on! I'm ready to live again without having to worry about her getting sick. Yeah, if she didn't have type 1 diabetes, it would be a whole different story, but we just really got to be so careful with her. Like, even her getting like the common cold, it just knocks her out for like the entire fucking week. It's ridiculous, man. I mean, it's not ridiculous, it's biology, but yeah, so we just gotta be really cautious. Ooh, this will work. The Frontier comes up with a prehistoric pack now, or they're gonna push forward JWE 2, because that's supposed to be announced here not too long. Yeah, I bet they announced that a lot sooner. Offers $100 a visit if you have the antibodies, and you can donate twice a week. That's cool. That's a good incentive. I mean, shoot, man, if you haven't gotten tested or anything yet, may as well, right? Shoot, you could find out you have the antibodies and make some extra dough, bro. Make some extra dough, bro. Cook up some bread with that extra dough, bro. And that's kind of our thing too, is like, speaking of getting it and stuff, it's like we both kind of just like like yesterday we were kind of hoping we had it, which sounds bad, but like then we could like just get it done with kind of thing. Like we were thinking when we were asymptomatic or whatever it is. Yeah, asymptomatic. So we're like, okay, maybe we'll be asymptomatic. We can like find out we have it, and then, you know, quarantine for 2 weeks and just have it done with. But nope, we don't have it. We thought we had it because we hung out with a group of people for the first time, and one of them was, they were saying they weren't feeling too well, like they had a cough, flu, like a cold or whatever. So we didn't think it was really anything, but just to take precautions. And I was like, oh, maybe like, you know, we'll just be asymptomatic and then we can just stay home for 2 weeks. It'll be good. We'll be done. But nope, no good. I like how this is coming out with a little bit of, yeah. there's a JWE2 because 1 was such a great success. So according to, you're not wrong, Arbase, according to the Insider, they're making a number 2 to correct like how bad number 1 was. And it's like, dude, you can't fucking, I mean, you can do that, but really, that's what you're gonna so yeah, apparently. Oh, I'm so stoked up. It's because the seasons are changing, which I love. They just send a sample of your donation to test for the antibodies. Fuck, man, that sounds cool. You should totally look into that. Especially if it's only gonna take like a little bit of your time during the day, get an extra $100 a visit. Fuck yeah, dude. I'd be all over that if I had the antibodies, right? I think this is pretty good. Yeah, I don't think we need to add much more. Well, because if you haven't gotten tested yet, you could be asymptomatic and have it. You know? That's what I'm saying. Like, just go get tested. Not just you, but like, just in general, just go get tested real quick. Because even if you like don't feel sick or anything, you could still have like the antibodies or from being asymptomatic or whatever. And then at least you know. You're like, okay, phew, okay, cool. I'm like, what is it, like 40% of the population or whatever that's supposed to be asymptomatic to it? Cool, I can like go live now and be not worry about giving it to someone else or whatever. That's my biggest thing is like I have grandparents, like, you know, I got a mom who has health issues and stuff like that. I like her. I like my family. We see them, so it's like that's like, yeah, my wife. I like my wife a little bit, so that's like my big thing. That's why I like have to keep up with the stuff. They're pretty cool in my life. I'd rather not give them this cough, flu, sick shit. I actually like how this one turned out. Kind of Rocky 5. I'm so glad I wasn't taken into the OMG a new game hype when JWE came out. Yeah, I'm glad I got it for free, just to be blunt, because oof. Is O positive, so every doctor wants his blood right now. Oh, I bet. Yeah. Oh, you've been tested? Nice. It's really not that bad. When we before we went and got tested, someone like made it sound like it was like the worst thing in the world. Like, oh, they're gonna stick it in, your eyes are gonna water, and blah, blah. And we got there and it was like they handed it to us, which was the first thing that was different because they said that they did it for you. So they handed us a little packet, a little plastic packet. We ripped it open and they just said, yeah, and just swab it so that you get stuff on it for like 15 seconds. Like, yeah, and then what? And they're like, all right, and then put it back in the tube and you're done. I'm like, oh, okay. That was easy. It's literally in and out in like 10 minutes. Yours was bad? You must have had an early one. Ours was not bad at all. Like, yeah, well, you must have had like an older, because they were saying, I guess there was like an older one, and we had just gotten one of the newer ones. And yeah, they didn't even do it for us. Like, we did it ourselves. It was only like 15 seconds, and you didn't even have to like get really back far into your nose or whatever. So, unless you have symptoms. Ah, okay. I honestly like JWE a lot, and I'm happy I played hundreds of hours since day one. And I don't really blame Frontier. I blame Universal making them rush it out so quickly. Sure, I bet it was a little bit of both on both the ends there. But yeah, no, I didn't like JWE. There was no redeeming quality for me to play it personally. Like, from a building standpoint, it was shallow. From a management standpoint, it was like a mobile game, basically. So I can see if you're like really into dinosaurs, because definitely the dinosaur models and stuff were really, really good. And the sounds and all that were really, really good. But for someone like me who isn't really into that kind of stuff... Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna sneeze. Here it comes. Look up. Look it up. There it was. Excuse me. Sorry. Bless me. Whew. Also, I'm going to wrap up for the day. I just realized what time it is. I'm getting hungry. We got a lot done, though. I actually am pretty stoked how much we got done here with our little boxes and stuff. So, yeah, this is going to be fun to kind of finish this build out there. So let me catch up with the chat, though, before I go. I don't want to leave you all hanging, of course. But yeah, thanks so much for hanging out here for... Oh, you know what? Before we go, because I'm actually, like, kind of really proud of it. I'm gonna go ahead and boast real quick. I'm gonna show off Thornton Hills Boo, just like real quick. I posted photos of it yesterday, so if you saw photos of it, you probably already saw what it looks like. But yeah, before I go, I'll show off a little bit of Thornton Hills Boo, and maybe you guys can come up with some ideas for me as we take a look around here. Let me catch up with chat here. They tried to perform a lobotomy with a 6-inch Q-tip. Yeah, that's what I heard it was at the beginning of everything. Yeah, they just rammed a giant rod up your nose. Ugh. But no, it's definitely not like that anymore. So if you have access to get the Rona test and you have any inkling of whatever, I recommend doing it. It's really not that bad anymore. This is our third time getting tested overall too. Well, my first. Michaela's been tested twice before this. And then I didn't get tested because she was negative, so I was like, well, I'm probably negative too. Looking great. Oh, thanks, y'all. Yeah, no, I'm pumped about the interior of this. Again, it's hopefully Monday I'll have the interior done for Monday's episode. Hopefully. Yeah, now I'm working on technically 3 different things. Now we're working on Brookfield Zoo recreation, regular Thornton Hills Zoo, and then Thornton Hills Boo is a separate save file because there is no way I was going to switch out all the trees and all that fun stuff and not have a separate save file. I learned my lesson from that when I did Spoopywood, Lunawood, when I switched Lunawood over to Spoopywood in Planet Coaster. I accidentally didn't make a separate save file. We had to go through and delete all of the special effects and strobe lights and haunted houses and all that stuff. That was annoying. That's been kind of different doing Thornton Hills Boo in comparison to like a theme park haunt kind of thing, because theme parks, they can go like all out for the most part, except for like Disney and stuff. Theme parks usually like, you know, like Universal and Six Flags and Cedar Point and all of them, they usually go all out and have like full-on scare zones and kind of all that kind of stuff. Ooh, that's pretty. Zoos are a little bit more family friendly, and you know, they don't have like haunted houses or scare zones and stuff. It's a little bit different. So yeah, let's take a quick look around Thornton Hills Boo here. Hey, Linda, you got in right as I am about to wrap up, but you know what? That's okay, because we're going to do a quick tour here of what I have done in Thornton Hills Boo. But yeah, I am wrapping up now, Linda, so you got here just in time. So here is your entrance area for it. Oh, the game is lagging a little bit. So yeah, here we have our little entrance area to Thornton Hills Boo. See, clever, huh? A lot of this stuff came from the workshop, like the spider and stuff. There was a set on the workshop. Where is it? Here's the rest of it over here. That was really good. It was made by, 1 second, I'll tell you. Actually, I'll link it in the description, or in the... Let's see. Here it is. K. Holland, 1990s Big Autumn Pack. That is where I got a lot of this stuff there. Primal, have a good one, buddy. Always appreciate seeing ya. We'll see you next time. Next week I'll be earlier if you stream next week, that is. Yes, every Saturday. I try and stream every Saturday around 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Central Standard Time until I kind of get tired of it. You did for policy contest was hanging jack-o'-lanterns from trees as lighting. Yes, that's a great idea. Help brighten up the area to make it a lot more spooky. I did something similar to that in one of my Planet Coaster builds. It was based off of a Halloween Horror Night scare zone for the movie Trick or Treat. And I did that same thing in Planet Coaster. And yes, it looks so good. What did you use for jack-o'-lanterns? Did you just use art shapes or something? As you come out, I didn't do any of the interior in here. I figured leave this alone. Oh my god, that set is amazing, isn't it? Yeah, that autumn set is perfect. We're having a little bit of an issue here. What's the issue? All right, there we go. As you let's see here, as we come on out, just little bits of scenery all around, and the big thing is the foliage. Really, like the big thing is I gotta pause it. The big thing is the foliage switch around. Like anywhere that there was what was it? There was bamboo over here, so I switched it out for some dead things to show, like, you know, that's colder out, not leaves changing and all that fun stuff. Use the same set that I use. Oh yeah, it's so good. I think I had some of the art shapes in there to make the faces. Yes, that's what I need to do, is on some of those pumpkins is, yeah, put some faces on them to make it a jack-o'-lantern. But yeah, I'm totally gonna do that idea as well, like you were mentioning, putting the jack-o'-lanterns in the trees. Then we come on out, and oh, I love this. Like, if you don't know what these are, on the side here, the Japanese maples are really great to hide underground to give a like fallen leaves on the ground feel, basically, you know, like just leaves that collected from blowing around and stuff. So but yeah, as you come over, let's go and turn the lights on a little bit more. There we go. But I love it. It just, I can just feel the, I posted this in my Twitter update or whatever, but you can just feel the crispness in the air, right, from the cold weather. With the leaves changing and all that fun stuff. So we have that, this random pumpkins around. Over here, we're going to be hiding and putting around a lot of these. This is from the set as well, but they gave the animal statues little like trick-or-treat baskets, so I want to put those around the zoo for like trick-or-treat stands or areas. There's that. Yeah, a lot of the changes were just to the foliage, to be honest with you. A lot of it was taken like where there was sorry, excuse me. Like there used to be aloe here, and I kind of switched it out for, you know, some dead things. Up here, it was a lot greener. Kind of switched it out for some of this, just more, again, just dried out, dead looking kind of foliage. Didn't switch out all the foliage. Some of it kept green because it would actually be able to survive during the wintertime looking green. But yeah, no, really a lot of it was just putting it down, little bits of foliage everywhere and switching all that out for the first step. So. Coming up though, we're gonna have a corn maze. There's gonna be little trick-or-treat spots all around. I gotta look up some other fun things. I think there might be a dinosaur forest and stuff. I don't know, there's a lot of stuff. So such a beautiful season, almost as good as Christmas. See, autumn and fall and Halloween are my absolute favorite over Christmas and stuff, but Christmas is definitely a close second. So but yeah, no, that is just, I just want to give a quick look over kind of the Thornton Hills Boo, what I have so far. And I'm going to be kind of trickling out episodes as the month progresses, because I was mentioning it earlier. It's a little bit hard to get a cohesive theme, or I guess like, yeah, like whatever going on, because the zoo is so kind of broken up right now. That's what I'm trying to spit out. It's kind of broken up at the moment, to where it's kind of hard to have everything be cohesive. So we're gonna have like the entrance plaza episode, the African episode, North American, and then like the west side of the zoo kind of thing. So I'll probably split up in different episodes, and then we'll have one big culmination tour video there. So yeah, no, I just wanted to show that off real quick. Again, if you're not already, the autumn pack over here is amazing, and you should definitely go and check it out and grab it there. So, but no, hey, I appreciate you all as always. I really do. Thanks so much for hanging out as always. Let me catch up with chat before I take off there. Yeah, we need more color options for trees. You're not wrong. That changes with the in-game dates. Oh my gosh, Leaf, that'd be amazing. And craft beer, fall is the greatest, you betcha. So. Man, I need to go blow my nose apparently. Jeez, excuse me. So, hey, seriously, thanks so much everyone for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. And we'll be live next week starting at about 10 or 11 a.m. Central Standard Time with some more Planet Zoo. So, hey, have yourselves a great week. I'll see you in the YouTube areas. Talk to you later.